Hi everyone, so I'm not up north right now. I'm here in sunny Maryland at my parents' house, and you can see the peonies are going crazy. But basically, I just want to talk about something that's going to make me sound like a total, old school curmudgeonly Luddite or something, and that's about the use of technology. So the reason I even started thinking about this topic was because I spend a lot of time doing writing, and the majority of the time I'm writing on my computer because, I mean, we all know word processing. It's easy to copy, paste, delete, all this stuff, and it's a lot more efficient than writing on paper or using a typewriter or all these different things. But I sometimes find when I'm writing on my computer, I just get distracted. Like my brain gets in this state of chaos, and sometimes I feel like I'll spend all these hours writing when I'm kind of staring at my computer, but my ideas feel like a mess and I don't understand by the end where I started. And I just had one of these moments where I've been working on a paper and I finally just sat down with a pen and paper and just wrote things out, like what are my core ideas, where is this paper going from point to point to point, and all of a sudden it was like everything was clear. And so often when I just take the time to brainstorm with a pen and paper, my ideas are so much clearer. And it got me to thinking about just the technologies we use and how they actually affect our processes of thinking. And obviously this is something that loads of people have done research on, and there are lots of studies showing that students are more attentive when they're taking notes on paper in class versus laptops and all this stuff, but oftentimes the onslaught of technology just feels inevitable. And I'm definitely not someone, I appreciate that even a pen and paper, these are technologies. A book is a technology. Granted, it's a very good one because it's been around for a super long time. So I understand that we weren't born with pens in hand and this isn't somehow natural, but I do think it's worth thinking sometimes about the technologies we use and how they affect our ways of thinking. And so, for example, I have a little brother who's 17, and he is probably going off to college soon. And when he's in class, he's at the point, he's grown up so much with computers and with typing that his handwriting is so slow that he couldn't even take notes in class in an effective way if he wanted to. And that makes me a little disturbed and a little bit sad, I guess. I don't know. I mean, who knows how it will go, because, yeah, who knows. And the other thing I was thinking about when I was thinking about all this was I was back on my old college campus recently for our reunion, and I went to school in Baltimore, and this is a city that does not have the best public transportation systems, and yet there's actually a fairly active, I mean, not in yet, but there is an active nightlife scene and stuff. And so I went out to this really awesome underground party when I was there, and I was thinking, how did I not know anything about Baltimore when I was going to school there? Why didn't I do anything cool? I pretty much just wasted 4 years, right? And then someone told me the fact that Uber is in Baltimore has totally changed the landscape of what you can do for fun in Baltimore. So, Uber is the ride-sharing app where you can use your phone and you can call effectively the replacement of a cab from where you are. So it used to be that going out in Baltimore, if you'd go out at night, you wouldn't necessarily have a reliable way to get home. If you weren't in a place where there were a lot of cabs coming, you didn't necessarily have a way to get back home that night. But now with Uber, you can go out wherever you want and you know you'll have a way home, and you have an easy way to get there as well. And that's totally changed the scene for some people going out there. And so I was thinking about this, I was like, whoa, my college experience would have been so different with Uber, right? And then I got to thinking about all the stuff that's in college now, that students have now who are in college that I didn't have. And I started thinking about having Tinder in college. And then I just got really frightened and I was like, Tinder in college? I mean, something that's based on finding someone else to have some kind of romantic relationship with based on proximity, and you're at a freaking college campus? Anyway, these were my thoughts. And so I'm certainly not someone, I actually in the past have generally warmly been enthusiastic about new technologies and their abilities to improve our lives, but sometimes I think we really do need to think about things before we just adopt them. Anyway, that's all for now. See you up north.